I was saying on the way down there, like Ray Lewis, I used to love Ray Lewis. And
you used to love Ray Lewis?
The helmet that he had on and like the visor, he just looked mean. He had the brace on his arm and that. I was like, whoa.
Everybody in this city
he's a legend,
knows him. Yeah, he's.
You do the dance?
I can't do that. I've never tried.
You never tried? Out of respect.
Out of respect.
And it's intercepted by Marlon Humphrey.
Marlon Humphrey is without a doubt in the conversation to be the best corner in football.
How we doing, guys? Back at Studio 44 on the road in M&T Bank Stadium. And I got two Arsenal players here, Rob Holding and Takehiro Tomiyasu. Guys, introduce yourselves and tell us what you guys are doing in town.
Yeah, we're here on a preseason tour, so get fit, play a few games. We've got Everton on Saturday here at the M&T, and then we go to Orlando and play 2 games there. But yeah, been a good trip so far. Yeah.
So I know you're new here to the States, obviously playing. Tommy, what are you looking forward to kind of while you're here for the next 2 weeks of kind of being in the States?
Yeah, like Rob said, we are here to prepare for the new season. We've got 3 games. So yeah, we need to prepare for the new season. Yeah.
Outside of being here now, have you ever been to the States before?
Yes, once.
Once before.
Yeah.
What were you here for that time?
With football.
Oh.
So even I don't know where I went. Yeah.
Did you win?
No.
Oh,
yeah, we lost against the USA.
What about you?
Yeah, I come regular. My off season is pretty much spend all the time in the States. I spent
all the time.
5 weeks.
What state do you usually stay in?
California.
California.
Yeah, I go over to California. I was down in LA and then up to Sacramento. And
LA.
I went to Nashville a bit actually. I went to Tennessee for a
LA
little
is
weekend.
definitely it's a great place to be. Always sunny. The weather's like always.
Always nice. And
always
it's like football essential as well. When in the off season, every time you go somewhere, there's people that you know.
Yeah.
Because it's that time of season, everyone goes there. Yeah.
How long is you guys off season usually?
A month and a half. I mean, I had longer than Tommy. Tommy had
3 weeks.
You had 3 weeks. He had 3 weeks.
Depends on the player.
He had international games straight after the season, so he had 3 games in 10 days, 11 days.
4 games.
4 games in 10. 4 games in 10 days. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm curious. So, I know football. Like after a game, I mean, you guys obviously aren't getting hit, but after a game, I feel a little rough body-wise, as far as hitting each other, all that stuff. What kind of goes into you guys' recovery, like after a game?
This guy looks after his body like. He's a machine. It's ridiculous.
It's good.
He came in last season, and well, you played every minute though. He came in last season. And he was just like physical specimen, just like looks after his body. I mean, we have my locker's like 2 down from him, and he has like all his supplements and everything in there. But yeah, we just get after games. I think it's more just legs, heavy legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're normally good up top, but ice baths, massages, and like the inflatable boot things.
Inflatable boots.
Yeah.
Well, aside from soccer, being from Japan, that's obviously a different thing. How has that kind of transition being from Japan and now playing where you play? How's that been?
Yeah, actually, there's a big difference between Japan and the UK. But Premier League is the best league in the world, I think, and the best, most physical league in the world. So. And the last year, I've got a lot of injured because I think I needed to adapt for the Premier League. So yeah, as I said before, not only for the team, also for me, I need to prepare for the new season.
How often does family and friends that are from back home get to come see you play?
Actually, they didn't come yet, so they haven't been. Yeah, they haven't been.
Have to get them down this year.
Yeah, you got to get them down.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to come to see me in UK.
So, Rob, I know you guys are from all over. What is the locker room like, as far as like different players from all over, like language barriers? Is there language barriers?
Yeah, they're completely. I mean, Tommy's English is pretty good. Like there's lads that was just signed a new Portuguese player, and his English is non-existent at the moment. But he'll pick it up quick, and by the end of the season, he'll be speaking with the lads. But yeah, like Tommy's culture, Japan is completely different to English culture. Then you've got a lot of South Americans, like a lot of Brazilians in the team. So there's people from all over. You've got African lads, and then all over Europe, you've got everybody, all different languages. So sometimes I hear German, Portuguese, Spanish. I hear a little bit of Japanese from you and Taka. We have a fitness coach who's Japanese as well. So I hear a bit of Japanese. You taught me a word, didn't you? What was the word that you taught me?
What?
Was it last year? What was it, brother?
Kyodai.
Koda, yeah.
Kyodai.
I asked him what I was saying in the morning. I'm like, "What's up, Tommy? You all right, brother?" And then he was like, "Brother" in Japanese, to sort of interact with him more. So he taught me it, and I forgot it straight away. But yeah, just little things like that, just to help people feel welcome is important.
So when I guess there's just when that happens, like you're trying to someone that's Portuguese, you said. How do you guys communicate on the field? Like if he gets on the team, he has to jump right in it.
Yeah, that is a difficult one. Like I know that I speak quite fast. My English is really fast compared to like some of the other lads, and some of the foreign lads don't understand anything that I say. So I'll speak to someone like Cedric, who's normally next to me as a right back. He speaks Portuguese and really good English, and I'll say, tell him that he needs to do this, this, and that, and then he'll just translate it if you need it to be nice and quick on the field, But then
but most players understand English.
most players understand, but like there's a few that don't understand me when I talk.
Yeah, actually, first
Yeah, you didn't understand a word.
no. Sometimes I couldn't understand.
So I think the big difference between American football, football. When you hear football, you think of just soccer.
Yeah,
right?
instantly. That's all I've known
not
from
even
like
a thing.
from 5-year-olds. Football's just
it's taking some getting used to. But when American football, when you start middle school, high school, you have to go to a university, college, and then you can go to the pros. Well, I know for you guys you can really start at a very young age. You said you started at 20. Tommy, I don't know when you ended up going pro. What age was that?
a team in
When
Japan.
I was 17.
17.
Yeah. So being at that pro level at such a young age, how was that kind of transition? You say you were 20, you say you were 17, both under 21. How did you kind of handle being still a kid while just being right inserted to the pros?
Yeah, I feel like we grow up a lot quicker than some lads that I went to school with. I felt like I was a lot more mature than them because I'm around in sort of a group environment where you're always playing up with the year above sort of thing. So I was like, say I was an under 15, I'd be training with the under 16s, and so you're around people that are a bit older than you, so you have to mature a bit faster. And then when I joined Arsenal at 20, the lads in the changing room were like 31, 32 and had won World Cups and stuff, and I'm sort of walking as a 20-year-old. I can't act like a kid because they'll just push you aside. So you have to sort of blend in and interact when you can, but not be too boisterous,
Yeah. So doing that, not obviously, did you always think you'd be here where you guys are at, professional athletes playing for Arsenal? Did you guys always see that when you were growing up?
I didn't. I did not at Arsenal.
What'd you guys?
I was at Bolton Wanderers, which was like a lower league club compared to Arsenal, and like Arsenal's a global club. And I was like, if I get a career at Bolton and play there the rest of my life, I'd be like, I've achieved my dream. I'd be happy with that. So like when I moved to Arsenal, it was crazy and such a change. And like doing stuff like this, I wouldn't have done at Bolton. So
Yeah, me too.
yeah, did
imagined
you go to Italy straight away?
No. I was to the Belgium, then Italy, then Premier League.
Premier League, yeah. So you've been like Europe, then down to Italy, and then
but
up to London. So
4 years ago, I was playing in Japan, so it's so quick for me.
it's gone quick. That.
Yeah.
Like every year you've moved club, basically.
Yeah. 1 year
I didn't know
half
that.
in Belgium, and then 2 years in Italy, and then
Last season,
Arsenal. Yeah.
So outside of football, what other kind of interests do you have?
Yeah, I like, we spoke before off camera that I like my NFL. And like most Sundays after our game, I'll sit and do like a 6-7 hour block of just me in front of the TV, eating a cheap meal because we just played and watching the NFL.
Who do you do that with? Are you just by yourself?
Well, it was tough like during coming out of COVID and like the lockdown and stuff. We were finishing games and there was nothing going on anyway, and your league was coming back on. So yeah, I was just at home on my own most nights, just watching it with the dogs.
Well, what other passions do you keep up with outside of football?
I just stay home, then.
Told you, ultimate professional. Probably just doing recovery.
No.
You're locked in.
No, but
Locked in.
I need to
I need to
like-
find something to do.
Well, you should go hang out with Rob.
Yeah,
Watch some American
we'll do
football.
Super Sunday.
Yeah, Super Sunday.
It's interesting, I think. I don't know how it compares to soccer. I don't know. It's very different from soccer, obviously.
Yeah, what frustrates me
Football.
is people that don't know it and they try and watch it and they say, oh, it's 2 stops there, I'm not watching it. I'm like,
Oh, yeah,
you need to
soccer
know
stuff.
what's going on to understand why there's a stoppage there, and then you'll get your head around it more and it won't feel like the stoppage is
that long.
as that long, exactly.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah.
we can learn from the other sports. No?
Yeah, because yours.
How you move.
Yeah, yours is like there's these like set pieces every single time. So say we have like a corner or a wide free kick, the game stops and we set this up. Whereas every single play is basically like that for you guys. So everyone knows the role. Like we do 3 routines and people still get it wrong. You guys have like a playbook of like whatever, I don't know how many plays, and everyone knows it, you know. So we can definitely take bits from that for sure.
So we were talking earlier about American football. You're obviously a fan of it.
Yeah.
You told me earlier, but who's your favorite player in the league in the NFL and why?
So I ended up being a 49ers fan because of my girlfriend lives in Sacramento and all her family were 49ers. So I followed the red and gold, and then George Kittle, I love watching him play, and he's a bit of a beast.
George Kittle, yeah, he is a beast. He is a beast. I like his game. But we have a great tight. You gotta, now that you've been here, playing at M&T, you gotta look at this other guy.
Yeah.
Mark Andrews. Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews connection is great. Another tight end, you might have to add that guy into the collection. But yeah, George Kittle, he's a great player. So that is a good choice.
It's a good choice. I appreciate that. Yeah. But I will check out Andrews.
Yeah,
sure.
check him out. And I already know you do not watch any American football.
I know he has to be a Ravens fan now, surely.
Yeah,
you have to be a Ravens
you have
fan
to be a
now.
Ravens fan.
I was saying on the way down there, like Ray Lewis, I used to love Ray Lewis. And
You used to love Ray Lewis.
The helmet that he had on and like the visor, he just looked mean. He had the brace on his arm and that. I was like, whoa.
Everybody in this city
He's a legend,
knows
isn't
him. Yeah, he's.
You do the dance?
I can't do that. I've never tried.
You never tried? Out of respect?
Out of respect, but he's come and talked to us a couple times. He's
Inspirational guy.
He's a very inspirational guy. When he speaks, everybody listens. The stories you hear about him is like, it's crazy. It makes you feel some type of way. But all right, there's something I have to talk about, which is very serious in you guys' sport. There's a lot of, we call it flopping, but there's a lot of, like a poke and like I'm on the ground, like head down. What is the help me understand the deal with
to be fair,
flopping?
Me and him are probably the most anti-floppers that there is.
Yeah, I can see you not being a
because
flopper.
we're normally hitting the people that jump on the floor from our positions, and it's frustrating. It winds me up. And I watch the women's football, and they hit each other, and they just get straight back up and jog on and carry on.
I've seen that.
Whereas we roll about on the floor for 4 minutes, that winds me up. So yeah, I'm not a fan of the flopping.
Not a fan of the flopper. Okay,
But
good.
it is a part of the game.
Yeah.
It's a part of the game.
It's true, yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me of basketball. Basketball is definitely a part of the game. You got to use it to your advantage. It's kind of like a strategy sometimes.
Hey, you want to get a charge or just flop down.
Speaking of players, who's your favorite soccer player?
Tomiyasu, Takehiro. When I was a kid, I was a Man United fan, so I loved Rooney. I was obsessed with Rooney, like just every day watching him play. It was so good. Yeah, he was my childhood hero growing up.
Childhood hero. Who you got, Tommy?
Yeah, when I was young, Mascherano. You know Mascherano?
Mascherano, yeah, from Barcelona.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are in Baltimore for another 2 days. Do you guys you were talking earlier about a stricter eating schedule. Do you guys get to eat out or no?
No chance.
No chance.
Yeah,
Gosh.
we got a day off actually next week in Orlando, so we might be able to sneak something in there.
Man, you guys are we need to
You
take
know
some
how
notes.
torture it is going to training, driving past the Chick-fil-A or a Chipotle every time.
We need to take some notes. We kind of eat. I mean, you can eat at the facility, but there's like no mandatory meals for us at all. Just eat. I eat at the facility a lot because I can't walk past free food. But man, so how do they tailor you guys' meals? Like each individual, or just like chef cooked meals?
Yeah, chef will cook the meals, but then what we choose and what we have will be tailored to what we need. So, for example, my body fat is probably higher than Tommy's. So when we're at the canteen getting the food, the nutritionist is stood there looking over me, and I'm feeling his presence looking over me, and I'm looking at the pasta thinking, oh, maybe I should go for the broccoli or whatever. I just get a bit more of that on while he's there. Whereas Tommy's, like I said, is a machine. He can just eat.
Yeah, but
eat
I think sometimes we have to eat what we want.
Yeah,
right?
you need a day where you just enjoy it. Like you said, you have a cheat day, and you can just sort of enjoy yourself. Because I think that you need that mental break to just enjoy yourself with some good food.
I definitely have my fair share of cheat days. All right, so I don't know how long you guys want to play. Hopefully, as long as you want. What do you see yourself doing in? How old are you, Tommy? Again?
23.
23. What's an old?
What's
What's an old age for a soccer player?
Old age for a soccer player. I'd say if you're still playing at like a good level, 33, 34, you've done very well.
Yeah.
All right, you guys are both 40 years old. What do you see yourself doing
40 years old.
at 40 years old?
Retired on a beach somewhere over there.
He's nice.
Retired in California somewhere.
Well, wait, Tommy takes care of his body.
He used to be playing, yeah.
He might still be playing at 40. It might be Tom Brady.
Obviously, I've been
Who's
in
a
Japan.
Japanese player that's like 40-something years old?
50,
50,
55 or
55,
something.
and he's still playing in the Japanese league.
55 years old.
Yeah. He's in
He's a Tom Brady of soccer. What's his name?
What's his name? I don't know.
Miura.
Miura.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Having rice for breakfast, I
Last
think.
season, he was in first division or second division in Japan. Yeah.
55. My knee won't last that long.
So you'll be on a beach. Where will you be if you're not playing?
I am not playing. Obviously, I'll be in Japan, stay with my family, do nothing.
Living the good life. Living the good life, Tommy. I like it.
Okay. Last question for you. Do you know a single NFL player? Like, wow.
There's one staring you in the face.
Okay, all right. Guys, I thank you guys for coming on the show. That is crazy. It's still mind-boggling, but I appreciate you guys for coming on.
I appreciate you having us. Thank you so much.
Good luck this weekend. See you guys soon.